Hello. We're doing another live. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Hello. Hello. It's been a few days since we've been on. Today is the 8th. It's 7 p.m. 7 a.m. So tomorrow? Hi! I'm not, but if you are, please stay safe. I was actually just looking at that. I was just seeing where it's at. So it's Tuesday, 7 p.m. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. I really appreciate it. Worse than Katrina. Yeah, they say it's supposed to be the worst one. It's supposed to break records. Like the worst one it's supposed to be the worst in 100 years. Hello, Erica. How are you? Did you change your name again? That's okay. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. You guys are so sweet. Oh my gosh, thank you. It's a backup. I'm in another live right now. Oh, hello. So it says it's currently where is it right now? Where's the hurricane? My town just got washed away by times they're beyond crazy. Oh, it's close to Florida. So I don't understand where it's supposed to be. Updated 8 minutes ago. So it says the eye of the hurricane is hi. $7 a.m. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Okay. Thanks for coming on. That's so scary. For some reason, I thought it was supposed to hit tonight. Is it tonight or is it tomorrow? I guess I don't know. Maybe that's the prediction. Florida. Wednesday. Anyways. Hi. Welcome. Georgia Cowboy. How are you? Georgia Cowboy. How are you? All right, so we are going to get started on sessions today. So if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will get started. Hello, how are you? Aw, thanks for being here. Let's see. I have to show you guys something really cool. Aww, thank you. For those that don't know, this lady saved my life. She's absolutely amazing. I just work here. I just work here. If you guys have not tried this water bottle, okay, so just so you know, I'm only doing this because TikTok is asking me to do it, okay? Where's the emotion code? I've been doing the emotion code. I got certified in the emotion code in 2018, but I was doing it prior to that because it's just something that I really, it was really helping me. Does that make sense? So if you haven't tried this water bottle, it's freaking amazing. Thank you. The only reason why I'm doing this, like putting it in here, is because it helps boost my lives, and I just want to help people heal. Okay, so just so you know. But I do want to promote that you do need to, it's really good to hydrate, especially during these sessions, because it helps you just process easier and better. So it's better to be hydrated than it is to be pasty. So just kidding, I don't know where I got pasty, but this is actually my favorite water bottle now compared to ones that I've tried in the past, because if you can turn the thing here, you turn it and you can sip it, and then turn it back and it seals, and it's 100% leak proof. Leak proof. I love it. So anyway, all right, let's go ahead and get started. If you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and you'll be able to go enter to win. Yay. Link in bio. Click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. Live TikTok session giveaway. Giveaway. Live TikTok session giveaway. Okay. Hello. to see who you help. I know. I'm so excited. Sorry, I was like zoning out for a second there. Beep-a-doo. All right, so sometimes that happens. Let's do this. Okay, we're gonna pick a person. Life changing. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Gentry Tanner. Gentry Tanner. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, Gentry Tanner. Let's do a session for you. Hey, welcome. Okay, so if you'd like to, I don't know if I can go live with you during these. You're welcome to get on. I'm just gonna leave this here. I might have to take off. There we go. Hi.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I kind of lost my voice a little bit, so it's a little scratchy.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. We're here for it. So, what made you, what issue did you want to work on?
That's a loaded question. So I actually met Dr. Bradley like, I don't know, 7 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And I did a session with him. I knew his son.
What?
And
That's
it was like
awesome.
a pivotal point in changing my life. Like,
Really?
it was insane. And I've just felt really heavy lately. And I know there's something off, and I'm not sure what it is. I think I take that back. I know what it is. There's a lot of change going on in my family, and it's a burden.
I totally get that. I totally get that. Okay, so let's go back to what you'd like to work on. So obviously you're not dealing with the change very well. So we can go for like, what is it causing inside of you? Like, is it causing an emotion? Is it have to do like mental health, like anxiety? Is it triggering you? Like what is it that you feel like it's the symptom, if you get what I'm saying?
Totally. So I come from there's a lot of mental health issues in my family on both sides. It's really toxic. There's a lot of manipulation. And I think my parents did the best they could with the tools they had, but it was rough. There were 7 kids. It was very overstimulating. And I've spent probably like the last 7 years repairing relationships with my siblings and my parents. And my parents are going through a very nasty divorce. My dad isn't the person I thought he was. My sister, I found out, has been doing some not great things and lost custody of her kids. And it's tearing my family apart, and it's making me so sad and hurt and feeling isolated, and just like I spent so much time dedicated to repairing these relationships for like nothing.
So you're feeling kind of what's the word? I don't know if betrayed is the right word, or like let down, or
Totally. Yeah. And disappointed,
disappointed. Yeah, like discouraged with.
discouraged. I'm feeling empty. Yes.
Okay, so if you could put one emotion on it, what would that emotion be?
Um, I hate saying this word. I reject it wholeheartedly, but I have so much hatred. I have so much anger and hatred.
Okay. Just know that that feeling is really valid though, because I don't know how to put there's words there that are that it's just like I don't know if you've ever felt like this, but you know how some people are like, oh, you're not allowed to be mad at that person, or like you're not allowed to be angry, or just like shove it away, like just shove it under the rug. Is that how you have felt with that?
Yes,
Like you're
like,
dismissing your feelings or dismissing your efforts?
yeah, like my dad called me a few months ago and was like, you need to go to the court, your sister's court date, and support her. And I said, absolutely not. I will not support her and her behaviors. I support her children. And I mean, he basically, like, not disowned me, but there was a big shift in our relationship and a
Yeah.
big shift in my relationship with my sister. And
Because you don't want
yes,
to enable that behavior.
yes,
If you're
it's not healthy and it's not fair to her children.
Yeah. Okay. So if you could put it on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, like the most severe, and 0 being none at all, how would you rate that hatred and anger?
I'm probably at an 8.
An 8. Okay. Let's do it. You ready?
Ready?
Okay. Quick moment of silence. Okay, can I act as proxy for you? Yes. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this hatred and anger? Discouragement. Woo, right there. Do we need to know more? When did this 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, age 25? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this hatred and anger? May even 3, crying. Do we need to know more? When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. So crying, the emotion of crying can be like suppressing your emotion, or it could be just like crying so much that like that emotion just kind of sticks with you. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this hatred and anger? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. Do we need to know more? When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, age 8? Hi. Let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this hatred and anger? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this hatred and anger? May even 1. Betrayal. When did this 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, age 26? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Can we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this hatred and anger? Maybe even 2. Hopelessness. When did this 10 to 987 age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this hatred and anger? Maybe even 2. Anxiety. When did this 10 age 10? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this hatred and anger? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this 10, 20, 30, age 30? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? Was the biggest? All right, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Go ahead and take some really big deep breaths. Awesome. One more big deep breath. How do you feel?
Like my shoulders are 3 inches lower than they've ever been.
Yay! So it's like going from like really tense to like actually being able to relax your shoulders.
Yes.
Yay! That's awesome. So on a scale, how would you rate that number? The hatred and anger.
I mean, I feel like I just like probably a 2, only because there's this, if I'm being honest with myself, there's a little sliver of anger at myself for allowing myself to hold on to these things for so long.
Oh my gosh! How long have you been? Oh, I'm flabbergasted. That's awesome. From an 8 to a 2. But like, how long have you been holding on to this hatred and anger?
So it was really interesting when you were saying ages like 7, because I have kind
Knew
of
it.
like these disassociated flashback memories of first and second grade, like pieces of that pop into my mind like weekly. And they're just the most random things. Like, I guess, quick example of this time in first grade in show and tell.
Yeah.
This time in second grade during an assembly, of just this overwhelming feeling of like, you are the worst, you are not enough. And I guess I've never associated like those feelings with them, but I have these flashbacks like frequently.
Interesting.
So like
I
when
wonder
you
if it's your
said,
subconscious trying to like be like, hey, you need to heal from this. But then I know for me, sometimes when you actually get like flashbacks, you're like, as an adult, it's like not a big deal, but like the inner child is like, hey, it was a really big deal when I had to be a part of the assembly, or I had to, or my best friend hurt my feelings, like such little things,
yeah, like it's like, and I don't love to use this term because I feel like it's overused frequently, but like my inner child was just like screaming at me to like get out, like
Heal.
to feel some love.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. So, since we're talking about inner child, how about you close your eyes and I want you to imagine like the first like thing that pops into your head about the age 7 or 8, or imagine your 7 or 8-year old self and just notice her, just love her, and imagine yourself like giving her a big fat hug, like warm embrace, cozy. You just feel so loved, you feel so welcome, and just embrace her. And then I want you to tell her how much you love her, how much you appreciate her. Tell her that you are here for her now and she doesn't have to worry about a thing. And all of her feelings are valid. And then take a really big deep breath.
She's okay.
She is okay. How do you feel?
Um, I feel um, like I had to grow up really fast, and I feel like I could give her back her innocence.
Yep.
She can just be a kid.
Yep. Absolutely. Can I give you some homework?
Please.
I want you to think back at the things that you liked to do as a child. And I'm being dead serious about this, okay? So, whether you liked to make mud pies, you like to play in the dirt, you you like to dance to music, what is something that you can remember doing as a child that you were, it's like, what do they call that? It's a guilty pleasure. What was your guilty pleasure as a kid?
um, that's funny. So I actually loved dolls, and I loved them up to like probably an abnormally large age, like old age. But I loved taking care of them and holding them. And actually, when my parents, it was just a couple months ago, they sold their house and they're like, come to the house, get whatever you want. And my American Girl doll was still there. And we were really poor. And I remember like my mom just like scrounging up and saving up money to buy me this American Girl doll. And I drove an hour to their house to get my old American Girl doll, and so I have it now.
Yay! Okay, then I would just play with it, hang out with it. I don't know, whatever you feel like. Do you have kids?
I do.
Perfect. Do you have, how old are they?
I have a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Perfect. I would go play with them. Is either of them a girl? Go
Both.
play dolls. Go play
Both.
dolls. Both? Perfect.
Yep.
Go play dolls with your little girls and just have fun with it and allow yourself to just allow that little girl to come out in you and just have fun. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yay! Oh, I'm so happy for you. Hey,
Yeah, I was not expecting that. Thank you.
you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't think so. No.
Yay. Okay, are you okay if I put this on my YouTube channel?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm so grateful we were able to mostly get rid of the hatred and the anger. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, you guys. That was so amazing. Oh, I forgot to mention, don't forget to drink some water. But really, really, honestly, don't forget to drink some water so you can stay hydrated and process really good. What's the shirt say? Yes. It says mama, mommy, mom, bruh. It's one of my favorites. Don't forget to drink your water, stay hydrated. My little boy started calling me bruh. Actually, I started calling him bruh before, like a couple weeks ago, or like a couple months ago, just to be funny. And now he calls me bruh. You, but I will not be coming to Utah anytime soon. Oh, darn it. We are really busy though, so like I have something every single weekend. It's insane. It's a lot. So, including my supervisor left 2 weeks ago. Oh, like he quit? That's not fun. All right. Yay, let's do another session. What are we doing? This one. Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. So we're going to do another session. Beep, beep, beep. Wait, are you in Utah? Yes, I am in Utah. Where are you from? Kimmy. Kimmy B. Kimmy, it is you. Ooh. What part of Utah are you in? Northern, central, eastern, southern. Hi. Kimmy. Let's do your sesh. Thank you. So I'm using a friend's backup account. Hope that's okay. Salt Lake City County. How exciting. That's awesome. Thank you. Let's see. My friend's account. Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, we can do that. There it is. Okay, let's do it. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So just a little snippet here. Don't forget to follow me here on Instagram. on my YouTube channel and here on TikTok so that I can keep doing these sessions for free. That's all that I ask that you do. And if you feel like it, go ahead and tap that screen and push all the buttons so that it will boost the live. So we are working on Kimmy. What did you want to work on? Is 39. Dun, 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 dun. My friend's account, mine got hacked. How did you get your account hacked? Anger? Oh, I would be angry too if my account got hacked. I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad. I am so leery about like giving anybody access to my accounts. So I'm just like, no, thank you. And you couldn't log in? Weird. That is no fun. I'm sorry. Is your account still there? Like, have you used your friend's account to go? You changed your email? How many followers did you have? All right, quick moment of silence. We'll get to it. All right, connect as proxy for you. Yes, all right, let's ask, what is the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with, like 1,000, not too many. Yeah, at least you didn't have like 1 million. But still, 1,000, that sucks. All right, connect this proxy for you. What is the biggest emotion? Oh, I forgot to ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the anger? One being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. A 6. Okay, connect this proxy for it. What is the biggest emotion we can release on that has to do with this anger? Maybe even 5. Terror. When did this 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, age 17? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release and that has to do with this anger? Maybe even 6. Shock. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7? Let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release and that has to do with this anger? Maybe even 3. Confusion. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, age 8? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release and that has to do with this anger? 3. Crying. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, age 6? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release and that has to do with this anger? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this 10, 20, age 20? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release and that has to do with this anger? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this 10, 20, age 20? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Are you recognizing any of these emotions by chance? Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release and that has to do with this anger? Maybe even 1. Heartache. When did this 10, 20, 30, age 30? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. I don't remember much of my childhood. Okay, that's okay. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion release that has to do with this anger? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this question? 2019. Age 19. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion release that has to do with this anger? All right, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Don't forget to drink some water. Get yourself a nice water bottle and turn it. Make sure it's all the way over and it's leak proof. Just kidding. Take some really big deep breaths. Instantly. Yay! Woo woo! That's awesome. So that's literally all you do. You just release trapped emotions, negative imbalances, and you feel better physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. So pretty cool, huh? Yay! Alrighty, Rooskies. Let's get to it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the anger? Through a close friend. Hello. Yes, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. We literally just cut your anger in half from a 6 to a 3, literally like 5 minutes. What? Yay! That's amazing. Hi, I'm a first timer. I heard about you through close friends. Welcome. Hello, Casey. Amazing. Let's do another session. Excuse me. If you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will get started. Do you ever get emotionally drained after doing sessions? That's a really good question. I actually shield myself from other people's stuff. So like I protect myself and I protect my like household, especially my kids and my husband, energetically, especially during sessions. And then, I think the one thing that is the most draining for me is entertaining, because there are parts of me that's like very introverted, and then there's other parts of me that's like very extroverted. So I think, again, it's mostly just the like I could do these sessions all day long, but it's really not that bad. All right, let's get to it. We're gonna pick a new person. Very good question, though. Very good question. I know that actually gets asked quite a bit. So, Stephanie Nassif? Is that how you pronounce your name? Stephanie. Good question. Good question. I have a question for you. You were releasing emotions. So I was, her name is Kimmy, but she's on Amanda's account. And I was yawning. So sometimes I yawn for people and sometimes Yawning is a form of releasing. So that's all I was doing. So. Yes. So like I said, sometimes I yawn for myself, sometimes I yawn for other people, but most of the time it's for other people. Hello, Stephanie. Welcome. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. What are we working on for you today? Stephanie. Don't forget to drink some water. Stay hydrated. Get in that H2O. And then the only reason why I have this here is because TikTok wants me to promote products, and so I'm just trying to play TikTok's game. So don't feel like you have to purchase it, but if you could, just click on the orange cart or the cart and just look at it, and then you can get out of it. It actually helps my algorithm. I don't know why, I don't know how, it just does. So anyways, let's see, trying to work on my relationship with my 17-year-old daughter. That is a really good thing to work on. So I'm just trying to think. So typically during these sessions, I like to work on something that's very measurable. So when it comes to things that we'll work on live here. So obviously during like one-on-one sessions, we can dive deeper into that, but I'm trying to think, what if we work on something that is like, do you get triggered during it, like in the relationship? Is there a lot of anxiety? Is it an emotion that you're feeling when it comes to her? Guilt. Mom guilt. I hate mom guilt. I get that. I totally understand that. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that guilt? 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. 10? Sad. That is so sad. Okay, let's do it. Quick moment of silence and we'll get to it. All right, connect this proxy for you. Yes. What is the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this? Yeah, they can be really hard. Okay, so one thing that I do want to mention is a lot of the times when you get triggered with your kids, whether it be when they're a toddler and they're like dumping all of the milk onto the table, or if it's like your teenage daughter and she's borrowing your shoes or your makeup, like, or totally destroying something or talking back. One of the biggest reasons why you get triggered is because it's your inner child or your inner teenager trying to tell them that, hey, don't do that, you're going to get in trouble. Does that make sense? Because you got in trouble. You know, or like your mom made you feel guilty for staying out too late. Or, yeah, it happens a lot. It's something that I'm currently working through because life is different with a girl versus a boy. Yeah, it's so cool. It's so interesting to know because like once you get triggered by them doing something, once you know that, it's like, oh, take a step back, take a deep breath. They're not hurting anything. If they break something, it's okay. You can replace it, you know, that type of stuff. But anyways, let's keep going. What is the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this guilt? Come on, even out of 3. Rejection. When did this pretend to 987 age 7? Need to know more. Okay. 10 years with my kids. That's exactly why I was triggered. Yep. Exactly. Thank you for the gifts. Let's go ahead and release that. So rejection at age 7. That makes sense. Maybe not a 1. Abandonment at maybe even for the 10, 20, 30, 28, 7. Age 27. Do we need to know more? Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this guilt? Maybe even 1. Heartache. When did this 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, 4? Age 24. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this mom guilt? Maybe even 6. Shame. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this mom guilt? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Jealousy. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this guilt? Maybe even 3. Defensiveness. When did this pretend to 98 age 8? Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this guilt? Maybe even 3. Confusion. When did this occur? 10, 20, 19, age 19. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this guilt? What is that? I'm yawning at the very second you yawn for her. Yes, everybody's yawning for her. That's awesome. There is something that I feel like is there. I'm not sure what it is. Let me hurry and see if I can find out. All right, so let's hit energies. Oops, right side, left side. Mental. Maybe even out of 5. So this is a will to, I don't know if I can say this on TikTok. A will to harm self. So this is like, okay, I'm going into the body code here, but it is called a will to. It's like a will to do something. A lot of the times this is a very self-sabotaging thing to do, or like a will to escape, or like a will to avoid connection, a will to fight, like that type of stuff. So this one is a will to harm self. I don't know if I can say that here, but it's almost like going throughout life feeling like every single mistake that you make, you have to be punished for it. So it's almost like that self-sabotaging feeling. Does that make sense? Or it's like you don't feel like you deserve to do anything good with your life. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm kind of exaggerating that a little bit, but I think you get the idea. So do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Absolutely. Okay. Did we correct that? Yes. Do you have another? All right, go ahead and, Wow, that actually makes a lot of sense. All right, go ahead and take some really big deep breaths. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Take a really big deep breath. How do you feel? Scale of 1 to 10. How does that mom guilt feel? And don't forget to drink some water. Aww. Yay! We literally just cut your anxiety, or not the anxiety, the guilt in half. Yay! Definitely feel a lot better. Woo-woo! That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. That's so cool. I love this so much. All right. Let's do one more and then I'm going to go. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I hope you feel better. I know that like the whole mom guilt stuff, like that is real. It's a real thing, especially like just they call it mom guilt for a reason. Like dad guilt is real, but mom guilt is so much worse. Yes, we love this for you. Oh, you guys, I love that you guys are supporting each other. That makes me so happy. All right, Michaela. Hyper vibe. I love it. How do you utilize? It's different every day or every week because I have a baby. So, I think somebody asked me, how's my baby? She's good. She turns 5 months old tomorrow. Crazy, huh? And then I also have 3 other kids. So I have 4 kids total. So plus we have like another business that we're running. Right? No way. Yeah, it's crazy. Time flies so quick. We love her so much. We're so obsessed with her. From Utah. Good old Utah. I'm originally from northern Utah. I'm barely hanging on with 2 kids. Listen, okay, so they say that going from 0 to 1 child is really hard. From 1 to 2 is harder. From 2 to 3 is even harder. But then like 3 to 4 is way easier. You're visiting Utah next year? You have to come visit. You live in northern Utah? Monroe. Crap, where is that? Is that like eastern Utah? Monroe, Utah. I don't know where that's from or where that is. Maps. Pick Julie. Hold on, I'm gonna zoom out here. Monroe, Utah. Oh, it's like over by Richfield? I know where that's at. Central Utah. Yep. Woo woo. All right, moving on to the next person. Obviously, I'll try. I just saw that. I love that. I love that. Tamby. I love it. Let's do your session. Mystic Hot Springs here. Where's that? I don't know where that's at. Mystic Hot Springs map. Oh, in Monroe. How exciting. Yay! Let's do your session. Okay, so what are we working on? Obviously, you're like important for me to meet, but I'll be biking. You'll be in Moab? Do you want to know something super funny? Oh, you'll be hiking. I have never been to Moab. Actually, that's a lie. I've driven through, but I haven't like stopped in Moab, and I've lived here for 31 years. I'm slacking. I don't get out much. I've never been to Moab either. Really? That's funny. Heart is having trouble right now. Like physically, like your physical heart is having a hard time right now. I have never been either. Always wanted to go. You're only a year younger than me? Dang. You're 32? I didn't know that. Visit when it's only a few. I know, right? I've never been to Moab either. That's so funny. All right, ladies trip. All of y'all ladies here in Utah who have not been to Moab, we are going. We are going. I might have to bring my baby with me, but we're going. Are you doing the classroom muscle testing? Yes. I didn't get enough replies though. So I'm gonna have to send out another email just confirming that people want to be a part of it. So I'm in Colorado, so close enough. Yes, I'm down. Never mind, I'm invited. Stop, you are invited. Okay, listen, Erica, if you tell me when you're coming, we might be able to plan it around the time that you come, okay? To human at all. That's probably why Utah is not the state for me. I know. Oh, I want to. Yes. Oh, the muscle testing. Yes. Deal. Perfect. Thank you. That is so nice of you. Thank you. That was so sweet. I don't think I've ever gotten a cowboy hat before. I'll be in Colorado too, like I'm planning. Ooh, that's exciting. All right, Tam, what are we working on? Yes. Tam. I think you already said. What did you say we're working on? Heart. Okay, that makes sense. Heart and heavy grief. Okay, so let's do grief. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that grief? 10 being the worst and then 0 being none at all. Heavy grief. Scale 1 to 10. I absolutely love your username. Why is that so funny? I just realized your name. The person who gave me the cowboy hat and the mustache, whatever that is. I shot myself. That's so funny. Last week it was 100. This week is an 8. You're so cool. I love you. Okay, so grief is an 8 right now in this moment. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, quick moment of silence and we'll get to it. Connect as proxy for you. Yes. Okay, so what is the biggest emotion currently so that's causing this heavy grief? May even out of 1. Abandonment. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, age 18. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this, that has to do with heavy grief? Can we even out of 1? Another abandonment. When did this 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, age 25? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this heavy grief? Maybe even 3. Confusion. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Wow, 18. Oh. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this heavy grief? Maybe even 2 or 6. Shock. When did this age 10? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this heavy grief? Maybe even 2, 4. Bitterness. When did this 10 to 9, 8, age 8? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this heavy grief? Maybe even 1. Effort unreceived. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this heavy grief? Maybe even 1. Betrayal. When did this 10, 20, 30, 40, 39, 8, 7, 6, age 36? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest, I will explain in a second. What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this heavy grief? Maybe even 3. Confusion. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this heavy grief? All right, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Thank you. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Don't forget to drink some water. You can find these on the TikTok shop. Sorry, guys. Take one more big deep breath. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that heavy grief? Okay, okay. Give me a second. Let me check in with her. If you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. And you'll be able to go enter to win. Shut up. Oh my gosh. You guys, tonight's sessions are amazing. From an 8 to a 3 of grief. What? That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Okay. Yay! That's so cool. Yay! I love that. All right. Okay, one more. One more. And then we'll get to it. Excuse me. Numeros uno. 18? What's 18? You recognize the 18? Abandonment at 18? I have never been read or. Aww. So if you want to, let's get to it. Let's see. Again, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. And then you'll be able to go enter to win. Scene abandonment. Oh no, I'm sorry. That is not okay. Oh. Yes. Sending all the love and light. What motivated you to get certified to facilitate emotion concessions? Good question. You want to go down that rabbit hole? So, long story short, I was personally dealing with a lot of anxiety and depression. My husband was also going through a lot of stuff of his own. I'm not going to get into that right now, but it also affected me a lot. So much so to the point where it also contributed to a lot of anxiety, depression, betrayal trauma. There was a lot of stuff. Let me back up there. I ended up going to therapy because I was not coping very well. And then therapy, at first it was really nice to know that I wasn't alone about all the stuff that I was going through. And then I realized that a lot of the stuff that was happening in therapy, I was doing a little bit of one-on-one and then also group therapy sessions, and there was a lot of trauma that was coming to the surface, and I was this sucks. I was reliving trauma. It was just so hard to just go through everything and relive it, and it was bad. So I discovered the emotion code, and my husband's aunt ended up doing a session for me, and then also my baby, and then also my husband. At the time I had a newborn baby, and because he had colic and I was going through a lot of crap. And then so I had done emotion code with my husband's aunt, and she did 2 sessions, and I realized after the second session that I had more emotional relief from 2 30-minute sessions than I did 6 months of therapy. And in that moment, I realized I either need to learn how to do this for myself or get certified so that I can heal myself and just figure my life out. And then I ended up releasing my own heart wall, and I literally went from numbing out to Netflix all the time, numbing out to social media, and just going from that to being able to look at my kids and my husband and be oh my gosh, I love you so much. Seeing them, connecting to them, and and then my relationship with my husband started getting better, and I literally believed it like saved my life, and it saved my marriage. And there was so many pivoting points that like I don't deal with anxiety, I don't deal with depression. Yeah, I have bad days, every once in a while, but like not as bad as they used to be, and I knew that it worked when my baby at the time, newborn baby, he was dealing with a lot of colic, and he would just cry and cry and cry and cry. And my sweet aunt, my husband's aunt, she did a session, because I was like at my wit's end. I was like, please do a session for him. I don't know what to do anymore because I can't take this, like literally going crazy. And she's like, I'll just get it to her as soon as I can because I'm busy, blah, blah, blah. And then she just did like an email session, I guess you could call it, or a text session, where she just did the session for him, for on behalf of him. And then she texted me everything that she released for him. And literally, he calmed down. 2 minutes later, I got that text that she had finished the session. Instantly, I was like, okay, sign me up. But she introduced me to the Emotion Code. So this is the book. You can actually get it. It's linked in my bio. You can get the book and learn how to do it for yourself. It'll teach you all of the basics of what I can do. And then I read the book. I learned how to release my own trapped emotions, release my own heart wall, all the things I practiced on my kids. I practiced on my husband, myself, my friends, my family, like anybody that would let me do it. And then I ended up getting certified about a year later. And I have loved it ever since. And I've been obsessed with it. And then 2020 hit, COVID hit, and my husband decided that he couldn't do his job anymore. I was like, all right, let me try this. So I started going live on TikTok, and then things blew up. So that is that is how I got into it. That's like yeah, that's what happened. So sorry, let me hearing, let's see. I have so many cold chills from you in this reading. I thank you so much, Mary Kirsten. Thank you. You're so sweet. Toxic can create major health issues for all. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Thank you. 4 hours, 4 tours, 12 years. All right. Why did they all die and not me? Oh. All right. Veterans have a special place in my heart, so we're doing a session for you because nobody, your accuracy has been amazing. Thank you. So, I shot myself. Can you go enter to win so that I have your age and your name? Yeah, we're doing a session for you. We're doing a session for you because I have family that's in the military, that they've been deployed, and yeah, we're doing a session for you. So if you click on the link in my bio and then click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, you'll be able to go enter to win, but you're getting the session. Oh yeah, PTSD is serious. I have dealt with a lot of people that have had CPTSD, complex PTSD, just regular PTSD, and it's helped Emotion Code has helped so many people with PTSD. Like, it's insane the amount of people that it's helped. So yeah, we're doing it. Again, just click on the link in my bio, click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will get started on your session. I had a friend off himself because that is not okay. I wish I had the resources to I wish I had the resources to actually help more people. I have a military discount, and it's a pretty heavy discount because people in the military have a special place in my heart. So if I knew, I would have sent him to you. Aww. Barely on this, so lost. You don't get on TikTok? Okay, then just tell me the information. What's your name? I don't have to have a first name. Read the emotion quote, do it. I know. It's amazing. Jeff. Okay. Jeff, and then how old are you? Yes. 44. Okay. And I'm just gonna write down your myself. 3 F's. Okay, I'm just writing down your username so I can remember you. All right, so let's do this. Okay, so Jeff is 44. So PTSD is a little bit too broad. We can technically just do PTSD if you want to, but I typically like to go straight in for a a specific trigger, whether it be noise or an emotion. It's funny now. I get everyone sees it some SOM. What's that? The name. Wait, I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. Wait. Da-da-da. My username. Oh, what about your username? Oh, so how about being able to feel, oh, yes, you want to feel safe. So you feel a lack of safety. So you just want to feel safe. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate how safe you feel now? 10 being like, oh my gosh, I feel so safe. Like I can go anywhere. I can do anything. I feel safe, 100% safe. And then 0. No. Okay. Quick moment of silence and then we'll get to it. That is so interesting. So I have, this is going to sound crazy, but the amount of trauma that you've gone through, I see you. Okay, so let's ask, what is the biggest trapped emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of safety? Maybe even 5, conflict. When did this 10, 20, 29 to 18, age 18? We need to know more. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of safety? Maybe even out of 1. Heartache. When did this 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, age 25? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest what's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of safety? Maybe even one heartache. When did this pretend to 9-8 to age 8? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this? What's breaking up? The video? Even out of 1. Heartache. 10, 20, 30, 40, 38, 76, age 36. Do we need to know more? Okay. Is it freezing? I hope not. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of safety? Maybe even 5. Terror. When did this pretend to age 10? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this lack of safety? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this pretend 20 age 20? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of safety? Maybe even out of 1. Abandonment. When did this pretend to 9-8 to age 8? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this lack of safety? Maybe even out of 1. Effort unreceived. When did this pretend to 987 age 7? Let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do having a yawning party? Yes, release all the things. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of safety? Maybe even out of 1. Betrayal. When did this pretend age 10? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this lack of safety? Maybe even 5. Terror. When did this pretend 20, 30, 40, 38, 7, 6, 5, age 35? We need to know more. Okay. Release that. Can we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this lack of safety? Maybe even 3. Crying. When did this pretend age 10? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this lack of safety? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's going to help you feel safe? Maybe even 1. Effort unreceived. When did this pretend 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, age 25? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this, that's going to help you feel safe? Even 1. Heartache. Do we need to know more? When did this pretend to 987 age 7? Let's go ahead and release that. Sorry, we're doing a bigger session for you. I hope that's okay. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's going to help you feel safe? Maybe even 1. Effort unreceived. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, age 15. We need to know more. Hoorah. I don't know if that's sarcastic or not, but Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotional release that's going to help you feel safe? Maybe 2, 4. Panic. When did this pretend to 98765? Age 5. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotional release that's causing this, that's going to help you feel safe? All right. Really big deep breath. Stand up, walk around. Move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Take some really big deep breaths. Full inhale. Can't tweak in water. Why not? Why not? That's awesome. I love hot tubs. All right, go ahead and take a really big deep breath. Make waves and make waves. I like that. That's awesome. Yup. Okay. The moment of truth. Make, make bubbles. Yes, I love that. Okay. How do you feel? Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the safest and 0 being none at all. How do you feel? Yay! Halfway there. That's amazing. Aww. I'm so excited for you. That is so cool. How do you feel? Are you feeling any shifting, any changing? Do you feel lighter? A lot of people, hard to let that go, although I appreciate you helping. Listen, message me and I would absolutely love to help you. I would love to help you. I know that type of stuff, like combat, is like, no. For those just tuning in, yes, he's in the military, or in the army. Yeah, that's some deep shit. That's some deep shit. Like that's like, you don't wish that on anybody, you know, going through that mentally, emotionally, physically, energetically. That is so hard to do. So yeah, message me here on TikTok and I would love to set some stuff up with you. Okay. That was deep. Yes. Is this stuff from God? I don't know what you mean by that. So Dr. Bradley Nelson, it's technically like Christian based, but I personally left my religion a couple years ago, and so I believe in a God or a higher power, the universe, the creator, and I am technically releasing it for and in behalf of you, if that makes any sense, the releasing stuff. Yeah. So it's whatever you believe in. I believe in the universe, or like a higher power. I believe that power is all within us, and it's just a matter of helping you identify what needs the negative energy or the negative emotion and releasing it for and in behalf of you. Does that make sense? Whether you believe that's through spirit guides, the universe, vibration, frequency. Yep. I ask because it's hard to believe in a God that lets us blow each other up. I totally understand that, and that's why I like to be not on the fence, but like I like to believe in a higher power, whatever that may be, you know, that, so I totally get that. So yeah, but that's the thing, that's the thing, like, who created those people? God did. So that's, it's really hard to conceptualize that, to process that type of stuff. So, but here's the thing, when it comes down to all of this, when it comes down to the healing portion of it, I think the best thing that anybody can do for themselves is to release the negative energies, the negative emotions from your body, because it's kind of like holding on to, I don't want to get too graphic here, but it's like holding on to something that is hurting you. It's not doing you any good by holding on to something sharp, or to hold on to something that is damaging you from the inside. So that's what I love to talk about, is like, yes, it's frequencies, it's vibration. Yes, exactly. It's vibrations, it's frequencies. That's all that we are letting go and releasing. Not that you can be okay with what you did, but it's almost like taking the emotion out of the experience. For me, I used to cry every single time I talked about a specific event in my life. But now, because I've been able to like take out the emotion of it, it's almost like I've been able to process it and be at peace with that event. Does that make sense? So, and learn from whatever happened. So anyways, Jeff, I really hope that you get the healing. Please reach out to me, because you absolutely 100% deserve to heal from all of that shit that you've gone through. Listen, I hate putting myself out there like this, but if you or your unit needs help, like, I would absolutely love to do a few sessions for each of them. Obviously one-on-one would be best, or you can bring them in live the next time I go live. Typically one-on-one is better, but honestly, I am so here for it. Yeah. And that's the thing. Every time that they do that to themselves, that puts a lot more emotion onto you as well. So yeah, you don't deserve that. Your unit doesn't deserve that. Thank you. Nobody deserves that type of, that makes me so sad. Yeah. Yes. I would love to absolutely help you. Okay, any questions from you guys before I get off? How do you DM on here? So if you click on my name, so click on my picture, it'll pull up a circle picture right here. Click on my picture again, and then it'll take you to my profile. And you should be able to click on the little message button. And then you can just message me there. Thank you. And if you guys will do me a favor and just click on the shopping cart, you don't have to purchase the water bottle. It's just for the algorithm. I don't know how it works, but just click on it. That way it will help with boost views and whatever. But if you are interested in a leak-proof tumbler, I 10 out of 10 recommend. You can switch this over, literally leak proof, and you just bring it back over here. It's awesome. Okay, thank you so much for everyone being here. If you would like to schedule an introductory session, wow, why was that so hard to say? An introductory session, just click on the link in my bio and click on the first button. And you are welcome to schedule. I have openings on Friday. If you'd like to pick a time, that's cool too. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.